What is up, you geeks, gamers, and guitar heroes? I'm Kyler.
And I'm Michael, and this is Gamegasm. Gasm.
Okay. So today we are going to do our top 10 local co-op games. So to define local co-op, you have to be able to own one copy and play with at least 2 or more people on the same console or system.
Sorry, Game Boy Advance, you're out.
Yeah, basically all handheld systems are out. Also, only one game per series, so basically one game doesn't fill up the whole list.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you don't get like Black Ops 2, Water Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3.
What's a Water Warfare?
I don't know. It's not even like... wouldn't even make the whole top 10 anyway.
Alright, let's just jump in. My number 10, Goat Simulator.
Goat Simulator! Oh no, that's a fun, wacky little thing.
You can local co-op Goat Simulator, yes.
A lot of people don't know that, yeah. No, there are a couple different ways you can, actually. In the regular game, you can, and you can just be 2 clumsy goats fumbling your way, destroying a city with all that glitched out maniacness, kicking people in the crotch.
You know, when you jump on a witch's broom,
balls.
go flying 50 miles away, kill some poor guy on his canoe, and then use his canoe to go down a waterfall, all in 5 seconds. You know you've got a beautiful, beautiful game.
You know you have a beautiful, beautiful game when you can play as a microwave with 4 feet tall, sexy little legs. Ooh. I gotta tell you, man. Out of all of the things that I want...
Damn legs,
all the things that I want hentai for, it's gotta be the microwaves.
You've got a fetish. What is your number 10, sir? Let's just
My
scoot on
number
past
10
that.
is something that will get me hurt.
Oh.
It's Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, which is one of his favorite games. And I hate to put it so low.
Anime nerd, I love Naruto.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what Naruto and Ultimate Ninja Storm is, it's a fighting game, kind of like Tekken and Mortal Kombat, except for instead of being confined to that 2D window where you just kind of move back and forth, you have a whole 3D field, and it's done so beautifully and
you can actually switch
well.
Between your support characters, so you can have like 3 characters you're fighting with, same health bar. But
it does its own thing, but it feels normal and natural and awesome, and it totally fits within the realm of Naruto.
And for some reason, it's still only number 10.
Yeah, I mean...
So what's your number 9 then?
I was never a fan for fighting games, what can I say? My number 9, though, was Halo 3! Ooh. Everybody knows Halo has to be in this list somewhere.
I don't know. Halo, I wasn't a big Halo fan because it was never really on Xbox. I wasn't,
Well, yeah, no, I can understand that. I remember I had to buy an Xbox myself, and I actually was a newspaper salesperson. Newspapers. Back when I was little, like I was literally this tall. I wasn't ever that tall.
We'll have to talk about that. I never knew that. Go on, sir.
Newspapers. But I had Halo 1, 2, and 3, and that was really fun playing with my brothers. I never played online because I didn't like the way it handled it, but playing the campaign with your friend or brother or whatever is the funnest thing. Like, it is really fun. I remember the last mission of Halo 3, which is why I picked Halo 3 out of all of them. I never really played the ones after Halo 3, but the end mission where you race in a warthog past like a destroying planet, everything's blowing up and destroying around you, people are shooting you, trying to escape, and everything's falling apart, and it's just so fun and fast paced, and oh god, it's just so much fun. So much fun.
You know what's fun? Battle Block Theater, my number 9.
Ah, that is a great game.
Which I've never played.
Ah, you need to! I haven't. We have to play it.
It looks so amazing though, and it's funny watching it. I want to so bad.
It's done really well. Battle Block Theater is kind of like a 2D puzzly kind of thing, but it's done so creatively and unique, and the narrator and the story is just hilarious. Like, I have not seen humor this pure and concentrated and 110% amazing. Like, whoever developed that game, like, legitimately props to you, some of the best humor I've seen in video games. And it's so much fun to play. You can play with up to 4 friends, I believe. Great game. Maybe even 8. I don't even know. But no, fantastic game. That was actually my number 7 on the list. 8 on the list. I'm wrong. That's actually my number 8 on my list as well. So I also love this game, but not enough to put it higher, but enough to love it to death. I honestly
want to play it.
I had too many games that I really loved because I grew up with a lot of local co-op. Me and my brother and a couple of my friends, like we just played all the time. So it was so hard picking only 10. It really was.
Well, you're not going to like my number 8 because you don't like fighting games so much, but I got to put it on here. Soul Calibur 4. With Star Wars coming out, you can play as Darth Vader, Yoda, and The Apprentice, which is really just a promotional for another game the same company had coming out. Yeah. With dual lightsabers.
I didn't know that. I knew they had that stuff in like Sims 4.
Yeah,
they had like, be Darth Vader. And
but
Sakara.
More importantly, great fighting system. They have, okay story. It's not like it's really... You play through everybody's character kind of story mode, see what would happen if they got their way. But really, it's that you can make your own characters and that the items you put on them actually have stats. Since you gave us your number 8, what's your number 7, bro?
My number 7 is Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
Aww.
No, it was a great game. I
want to hear Lego anything except Lego Movie because that was awesome.
No, this is so much better.
And Lego Batman, the movie, which is coming out soon.
Oh, that looks interesting, actually. That looks pretty good. But no, Lego Star Wars is by far the best Lego game, in my opinion. You can't beat that. That's where it all started. I played this game a ton when I was a kid. I bought it currently, almost 100%ed it. And I have way more hours in that game than Fallout 4, which I hate to admit since I bought Fallout 4 first. So what was your number 7?
Call of Duty Black Ops 2, bitch! Woo!
Everybody knows Call of Duty has to be on there.
My favorite Call of Duty game. Only one game per franchise, so that's the one I chose. You have offline bots with local co-op,
which is awesome.
You can actually local co-op online, which is amazing.
Yeah, not a lot of games incorporate that, especially with Call of Duty now, I think. I don't think they do that too much anymore.
And then the zombie mode, which is amazing.
The zombie mode is probably better than the original one for Black Ops, and you could argue against World at War because now they have the custom maps, but no, Black Ops 2 definitely better than the co-op missions from Modern Warfare 2. The zombie mode is probably one of my favorite things about the Treyarch's Call of Duty games, by far. Also, they have a lot of fun party games, which is a ton of fun to play with your friends.
One in the chamber.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that game so much.
That game is painful
really good
and
at that
fun
one.
at the same time.
I just hate when people come and find me first and go, my butthole.
I hate dying 3 times in a row in literally 30 seconds.
Yeah, but it happens sometimes. And then you just have to wait the whole duration of the game to play again. Alright, and my number 6, not a game most people know. Well, maybe. I don't know how popular it is. You actually showed it to me. Nidhogg.
Nidhogg. It's an awesome game. If you don't know it, you need to, because it's very, very simple. It's basically a game of tug of war where you kill each other and run through castles and get eaten by a giant worm.
You got 2 characters, and you're trying to race to pretty much their goal or the opposite side, and they get to keep respawning to try and kill you. Think tug of war with much more death.
My number 6, however, was Portal 2.
Ooh.
Very, very, very great game by Valve. I never played the original, but Portal 2 was a lot of fun. I remember pre-ordering this game on Amazon, getting it a day early, plus I got it for PS3, which gave me a free code to access it on Steam as well. So bought it once, got it on 2 systems.
That's a deal.
And also it was one of the first games that had cross-platform play. And in fact, it's the only one I know of where you can play on more than one system. So you can play on your PS3 while somebody else plays on PC. Other games don't have that. They really don't. It's really cool.
But you can do it on the same system, right?
You can also do it on the same system. Yes. It's really cool because it has its own campaign mode, and it also has a completely separate campaign mode for 2-player. And it's a lot of fun because you really can't solve it by yourself, and it requires a lot of teamwork and both people to not be idiots. Because if you have one idiot in your group, you're going to stall everybody out. But fun game to play, especially with friends.
Aperture Science, the science for me.
Oh, most certainly. My number 5, though, is a lot of mindless fun. There's no real story to it. There's no real explanation. It's just mindless, amazing fun. And that game is Rocket League.
Oh.
It's a really good game. I've never played it.
Never played.
Never played it.
I'm finding
really
a trend on this list here.
Well, what can you say?
Like these amazing fucking rocket-powered vehicle things, and you're playing soccer.
Soccer with rocket-powered, like nitro, super fast cars that can climb walls, do flips, and jump super high in the air. What more could you want from a game?
It is literally the boy toy testosterone just in a game.
If you want to man the game, if you want to feel awesome besides just crushing cars like with a monster truck, this is the game for you.
Yeah, I scored on my boyfriend. Oh, shit. Not what I meant. I was just really into it.
I'm sure you were into him as well. Anyways, what was your number 5?
Speaking of sports, got a better one for you. Madden NFL.
Madden.
If I have to choose one game, I'll choose 16 because
it
they're all
doesn't matter. They are all the
same kind of thing, which is why people actually are pissed at Madden. But I still like it. There's not much to it. You pretty much play football, offense, defense. You can do a season. You can do someone's career, so you can make your own guy and go through whatever.
Which is pretty cool. Like,
there's also
let's
online
admit,
play.
everybody has always wanted to be in the NFL. So being able to create yourself or somebody else, like, I don't know, someone famous like Charlie Sheen, Bernie Sanders,
Charlie Sheen, the only running back still employed who gets negative yards on every play.
Winning.
Go over here.
Winning.
Oh,
beautiful. Beautiful. Number 4?
My number 4. Ooh, it's a game from my childhood. I love this game. I want to see like a really new version. I don't know what the newest version is. Bomberman.
Ooh,
amazing!
Bomberman.
Love it.
Never played it as a kid.
Love it. You go around like this grid, trapping people, dropping bombs, and trying to explode everyone.
Blowing things up. That has always been a staple of video games.
Blowing people up.
Of course.
In a maze. And
blowing
it's amazing.
things and people up is a lot of fun. I've never played Bomberman.
Blowing people up in a maze is amazing.
Leave. Get out. I don't need you here.
Alright.
I'll finish the list by myself. So my number 4 was Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, I put it a little higher on the list. See, Black Ops 2 was one of the first games that I actually got into as far as Call of Duty goes, which I played for quite some time, and I haven't since like Ghosts because it's gone downhill very quickly. But Black Ops I had, and I didn't really play much because everybody else had already moved on to Modern Warfare 3, which I didn't quite enjoy because I rented it and I was like, meh. And Black Ops 2 I got and I played it with my friend, and I gotta say, it was countless hours of fun in zombies.
And misery and swearing and
all
hating
the things,
yourself.
Yeah, mostly, actually. Yeah, that was a large part of my Call of Duty experience.
Alright, so what is your number 3?
No, but my number 3 is Rock Band 4. Everybody knows you have to have some kind of rhythm-based game in these kind of lists because those games are very popular.
I reserve that type of game for my honorable mentions.
Oh, well, no, dude. Rock Band is great. I put 4 just because it's the most recent. They're starting to redo the series again because it ended after they killed it by releasing multiple games a year. At least Guitar Hero released 3 or 4 games a year for a couple years, and then they're like, well, nobody's buying these anymore because we killed it. Whoops. So if you think Assassin's Creed is bad coming out once a year, 3 or 4 Guitar Heroes a year. Come on. But ultimately it came down to Guitar Hero versus Rock Band. And let's be honest.
You can do more with Rock Band.
With Rock Band, you have up to 4 people playing different instruments. You can
do bass, you can do guitar.
And it feels a lot more cooperative, whereas Guitar Hero, most of your stuff was either guitar or bass, which, let's be honest, nobody wanted to play the bass, or guitar versus guitar, which, I mean, it's not as fun playing against someone. It's funner to play with them. And Rock Band really embodied that better than Guitar Hero did, in my opinion. So that's why I picked it over Guitar Hero, and that's my number 3.
Fair enough. All right. My number 3 is, I don't know how well known this one is. You showed me a lot of the games I know, apparently. Duck Game!
Duck Game!
Duck Game!
Oh, great game!
Yeah,
I love
Duck Game
so much. I don't know how it's only number 3 for you.
Duck Game is you pretty much both play a duck, and the point of the entire game is to kill the other duck.
Ducks with hats.
Ducks with hats.
Ducks with hats.
All sorts of hats. The hats make the game.
Oh, it's crazy.
And we recently just found
It's
cheat
so
codes
bad.
that make the game even funner and weirder.
Anti-gravity.
Holy
and
crap. But you basically
crazy.
keep killing each other in a fast-paced, duck-based game. And it's really first to 10 kills wins.
Yes.
Almost every time, but there's a little more rules to that. Go
It's
check it out if
crazy.
you haven't, because
It's-
you need to.
Yeah.
You need to.
It's so much fun, even playing over and over and over again. You can literally play for hours and not get bored.
We
because
have.
it's so we have multiple times because it's just such fast-paced, crazy, murderous fun.
Speaking of fast-paced, crazy, murderous fun, what's your number 3?
My number 3, I already said. You crazy
Oh,
person, you.
So wait, it's my turn
It's
to go
your
down to number
turn.
2.
What's your number 2?
Speaking of fast-paced, crazy fun, I've got Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Oh, what's that? I got mad at you, but it's not my number 1 either.
I'm actually surprised that it's not your number 1.
I'm a hypocrite.
I thought it would be. Wow. Why is it only your number 2? Is your number 1 just that good?
Well, I love Naruto in general, and it's a really fun game. It's a fighting game, though. It's pretty generic, but it gets me every time. Probably in later like
done
anime
well.
lists and stuff. I'll
It's
talk a
done
lot
well.
more about Naruto, but the game
Honestly,
itself done well.
you know
done
what we
amazing.
need, though?
If you like more fighting games, I think you would like it.
You know
A
what
lot
we
more.
need? We need whoever made Avatar The Last Airbender to make a game based
Like
around the
Naruto?
same ideas as Naruto was. Because if the
Naruto.
people who made Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm made some kind of arrow, or fucking
Arrow?
that kid. I don't know, you were being all weird, so
Aang.
I lost focus. He's got an arrow.
You said Naruto. And
No,
I'm-
Airbender. I know. yeah.
Aang.
I said
Ong,
Naruto.
whatever you want to call it. Ong. Shut up, Shyamalan. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Super Smash Bros. Melee. The only
Ooh.
game from the Super Smash Bros. Series that I have played, and honestly, it's amazing. Like, I don't even have to explain this game to you because everybody knows this game. It is a classic. All kinds of random Nintendo characters with all sorts of different powers and attacks just fight to the death.
Pretty much.
And, there are a couple different game modes, but for the most part, you just destroy
It's pretty
each
much
other.
fun. Usually up to 4
crazy.
players. I think now you could probably play online.
You probably
It
can.
bugs
Well, I
me because
imagine.
most of the systems it comes out for suck.
Yeah, no, Nintendo, you really need to hand over your console making to other people and focus on games,
Give
because
me
that's
a
the one
Super
thing
Smash
you do
Bros.
really well.
Give me a Super Smash Bros. For any other console, please.
Oh, yes.
But
Please.
yes,
I'm not going to buy a
amazing,
Wii U just because of Super Smash.
amazing game.
Sorry, Nintendo.
And that's why that game's my number 1.
It's your number 1?
It's my number 1.
Oh, okay.
I have
can
so
see
many
that.
fond memories, but Melee of the original one on the Nintendo 64 because a friend of mine had the
Really?
64.
So you played that old
Yeah,
one.
I played like the very first one.
Wow, I
But
feel like
Melee has a bigger
that's
roster
really-
and like more powers and stuff.
Yeah, that's
so
what really
more
brought
is
it
usually
to
better
the-
when it's the same, but it's more. So it was on a bigger scale. So definitely Melee, one
That's
of the more
why
fun
I got
ones.
more popular.
I think I got second place in a tournament, and I don't play the game often
Wow.
because I don't have. Well,
No, wow, that's good.
To be fair, it was at an anime convention, smaller one here, and I teamed up with somebody who was really good, so it wasn't just me.
That makes sense. I
He
can
just
understand
came along
that
too.
then.
Yeah, no, it wasn't just me. I held my own. I died
No, that's
first,
fair.
but I
You
held
died
my own.
We should probably give our honorable mentions. So I'll start with mine because I actually have quite a few because I couldn't stand not mentioning these.
I have 5,
And that's
asshole.
I have 5 as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Get
you picked
to
5.
it.
Good job. Okay. I picked Tabletop Simulator, which is a relatively new game. You can play all kinds of board games and card games and all sorts of stuff on this game. And you're not just restricted to the ones that come with the game. You can also download other people's games that they've made with the workshop or even create your own.
Cool.
So it's very versatile and just a ton of fun to play with your friends. So another one of mine is Left 4 Dead 2, which is, I remember when I first had a 360, and me and my friend
I
would
thought
play
you were
this
going
game
to say when I
all
first
the
had a
time.
threesome.
Yeah, when I first
That came
had
to my
a
head.
threesome, we were all, I was Bill, and there was Zoe, and of course Francis.
My dog?
Yeah, but no,
Zoe.
Left 4 Dead 2. Great game. It definitely improved on Left 4 Dead, the original. It had more special characters and it had melee weapons as well. So, obviously better than the first one. Next one, Nidhogg, which we already mentioned, but I feel like that wasn't good enough to put on my list, but it is a lot of fun.
It's not good enough to mention, but whatever.
Nah, bad.
I already
Next,
did, whatever.
Borderlands 2, which
Ooh.
everybody loves the Borderlands series. I've only played the first one and the second one, so I haven't played the pre-sequel or anything like that, which is why it isn't on here, and I picked Borderlands 2 because just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. One of the more recent co-op games that's done really well as far as AAA goes. And my last one, Resident Evil 5. Screw you, Resident Evil 6.
Alright, so my first honorable mention was Rock Band, which we already kind of talked about, so we don't really need to hammer that in more.
No.
Great game. Awesome. King of Monsters 2 for the original SNES. It was fun because you could choose like a Godzilla monster, a King Kong type monster, this amazing like robot thing, and go around destroying cities and just team up with your friends. I could actually still play that one. Digimon World, the original one. Not the best example of local co-op because what it was, you actually raised your Digimon. You had one Digimon, and you could kind of like save them at certain points in the game, and then you could fight with that saved Digimon against one of your friends and stuff. Me and my sister and me and my friends would fight all the time when we were younger.
Sounds pretty neat.
So not really a two-player game, but it's a pretty fun game altogether. I love it, but they've kind of gone away from that because now it's more of an RPG fighting style. There's Mount Your Friends. That's just kind of fun to screw around in. Just climbing the tower with your dongers flopping around everywhere.
Fantastic game to play, but it gets pretty boring and old fast. It's not one of those ones that you can play over and over and over, which is why it's just an honorable.
I kind of could.
But still, fun
I could watch those
Definitely
dongers flop
recommend it.
around all day. And then last but not least, who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
Oh, such a glitchy, weird, broken game, but it's
Dadless baby in an epic war of committing suicide before mommy gets home.
What kind of person just sits down and thinks, I want a game where I play as a baby and my goal is to kill myself?
I almost feel like it's a guy who is a stay-at-home dad who comes up with an idea like that. He's just like, I'm sorry.
Maybe he's had dozens of babies and he's been responsible for all of their deaths. Maybe it's just really a depiction of his real-life occurrences. Anyway, moving past that, my number one final pick for best local co-op game was Duck Game. I had to beat it up because that's the one I've probably played the most of and enjoyed the most as far as a co-op experience. Because it's fun, and while all these other games have been a lot of fun, Duck Game just kind of feels like the best as far as a co-op. Because everything else, I mean, you can play co-op, but you don't have to, and just Duck Game is like, it would be nothing without playing with other people. And that has been our list for top 10 local co-op games. If we missed any that you believe should have been in the list, let us know down below because we're definitely interested in finding out more about these things. Yes. So,
please like this video, please subscribe, please comment and tell him how stupid he is and Naruto is amazing, right? Write that in the comments. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember, life's a game. Good luck, have fun, GG.